You are welcome to Brand 2 Multi-Concept Excel Mastery course. So in this tutorial, I'm going to take you through Introduction to Microsoft Excel, where we're going to learn the basics of Microsoft Excel, either as a beginner or as an expert. So Excel has become a very important tool in day-to-day activities of data analysts, students, accountants, researchers, salesperson, marketers, and everyone that has one or two things to do with data. So in this tutorial, I'm going to take you through the introduction into Excel, the overview of Excel, the interface, the ribbon, quick access toolbar, and some common terminologies that we use in Microsoft Excel. So, if you are learning Excel for the first time, you are very new to Microsoft Excel. If you are just learning Excel for the first time, whether you are new to this course or you have been using Excel before, you are in the right place to start your Excel career. So we'll give you clear understanding of every topic that we are going to take in this course. Let's dive into it. Excel, as we all know, is one of the widely used spreadsheets across the world. To manage your data efficiently, Excel has been playing important role in data analysis, data management for so many years. So in this training, we're going to show you what are the areas by which Excel can be useful for your career. 1. For data management, Excel has a very good structure that can help you to manage your data. It allows for easy data entry. Entering data into Excel is as easy as just anything. It helps in sorting, filtering, and search data. You can find data easily, you can search data easily, and you can sort your data as desired by you. Also, we have integration, importing data into Excel. Excel working data integration. Microsoft Excel make it possible to import data from different databases, from external files, from different workbooks, and using Power Query is also an advanced feature of Excel that can help you to clean data from wherever you are bringing your data into Microsoft Excel. Excel has a very super automation tools called macro. We use macro to record the action that you do often and often. To save your time, you can use macro to record some activities, manage the activities, and next time, just with the click of a button, Excel will take care of the rest without knowing how to write code. Wow. Data analysis. We use Excel to calculate functions, formulas, creating charts. Use pivot table to analyze your data. You summarize your data within a think of an eye. Huge data can be summarized with the power of pivot table in Excel. What about what if scenario? Scenario manager, go see function. All these are functions that can help you as an analyst to plan for future. What about if it happens like this? Okay, this is the actual result. worry about if this. That is what if scenario we take care of. Then visualization. We still use Excel to visualize trends, pattern, reports. So there are a lot of charts that you can play around with in Excel. What about conditional formatting? That helps you to view your data at a glance. It helps you to analyze. You can identify the pattern at a glance, sparkline, and much more. And finally, we are going to talk about collaboration and sharing. With new Excel online features, you can collaborate in the real time and share your workbook with your colleagues across globe. You can grant permission, control permission, and much more. So what are you waiting for? Let's dive into an action. We're going to start with basic terminologies in Excel. We talk about workbook. Workbook in Excel. What is workbook? Workbook is the Excel file you are working on. The Excel file that you are working on is called a workbook. In that workbook, we have worksheets. We have worksheets in Excel. Each of the sheets, just like your normal book, textbook, written book, notebook, that have different sheets. So I want you to see Excel just like that. Excel is a workbook with different worksheets within it. And inside each worksheet, we have cells. The cells is made up of columns and rows. Each column and row make up a cell address. Let's quickly see how it's going to look like in Excel. Let's open this Microsoft Excel workbook. I'm hitting on this, double clicking on this to open my Excel. This is Microsoft Excel Office 2019. Wow. So this is the interface of our Microsoft Excel. Now, this book as it is that I open is called Microsoft Excel Workbook. As it is, once you have your workbook ready, you can name your workbook. Click on Save, File, you save or you save as. Select your desktop or wherever you want your data to reside and give it a name. Week 1 or Day 1 Excel Mastery Course. Wow. Our first Excel workbook is ready. In the workbook, we have sheets. If you look down here, you will see worksheet. This is called sheet 1. What about if I need more than one sheet? You see a plus sign here. Click on this sheet. On the plus sign, you have another sheet. Sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4, sheet 5, sheet 6. Each of the sheets can be renamed to suit your purpose. Let me click on this. I right click on this sheet name and I hit rename. I call this intro. Then I hit this again. I can double click on it also. Without right clicking, I double click on it and I name this explanation. Explanation. I click on this. I name this. I name it analysis. So much more. So that's the way by which you can name your what? Your worksheet. Now, inside each of these sheets, you see this small box. All these boxes are called cell. As it is a cell, and that cell, and that cell. So we have various cells in my Microsoft Excel. And the moment you click at the cell, you see that a line here is highlighted. You see, I click on this cell called C3. You see the name of a cell here called C3. So the name of the cell is comprising of what? This C and 3. A column and a row. The C you see here is called column. We have C as a column and we have 3 as a row. So where you see column line, this vertical line, the vertical line here is called columns, while the horizontal lines are called rows. The horizontal lines are rows, while the vertical lines are what? Are columns. So where they meet is called a cell. So looking at this now, you can say the name of this cell is cell D5. Click on this. Can you guess the name? Name is what? H5, the column and a row. That is called our cell address. Just like you have your house address, office address, each of the cell here has what? Address. So the address of this cell is what? C4. Also, we have range of cells. What do we call range in Excel? Range is a group of selected cells. Now I've clicked on cell C4. Then I hold to my shift button on my keyboard and I move. I press right arrow key, then down arrow key on my keyboard. Now I've selected 7 rows and 4 columns. Can you see? 7 rows and 4 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Column 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to drop my shift button. Now the cell highlighted there is C4. The range here, what I've selected is called range in Microsoft Excel. We call this one range. What I've selected now is what? Range from C4 to F10. C4 to F10 is called range. Then we talk about formula and functions. And Excel is very powerful when it comes to functions and formulas. Looking at the top here, you see formulas here. Under this formula, we have a lot of functions here. Everything you have here are called functions. All these are called functions. The moment you apply the function into a formula, it becomes formula. For example, here we have 5, here we have 6, and here I use equals to sum. Sum is a function in Excel, but summing this with my equals to now, it becomes a formula. Now my formula now is sum B6 to 68. So that's the difference between formula, and a function. A formula is the equation used to perform calculation in Excel, while the function are the predetermined formula within Excel itself. There are a lot of them: sum, average, sum if, average if, dget, a lot of formulas in Excel. So I'm going to learn them as we proceed. How do we navigate through our Excel? So now we want to navigate, show you how to move around the Excel workbook. We talk about ribbon and tabs, quick access toolbar, worksheet and workbook, scroll bars, zooms, adjusting your workbook. At the tabs above, we have several tabs in Excel. Each of these is called tabs. And to navigate your tabs, what you just have to do is just to click on a particular tab you want to work with. And under this tab, we have a ribbon. These are ribbons that helps you to work in Excel. The ribbons are organized into different tabs. We have all these ribbons under this tab. Your ribbon can be customized by collapsing the ribbon. As it is now, you see that each time I click on my ribbon, it drops down. Now I've removed the customization, I've removed the collapsing of ribbon. Now my ribbon is permanent. So we have the home tab, insert tab, page layout, formula tab, data tab, review tab, and the rest. You might not have developer, add-in, BI, Power Pivot in your own. Don't worry. So we're going to get there as we move on along the line. We have quick access toolbar. What is quick access toolbar? This these small tables here are called quick access toolbar. This is where you put the item or the tool that you use often and often. For example, you have now new, open, save, email, quick print. Assuming you do printing often and often and you want to add quick print into your toolbar, just select this and bam, your printing button is there. So each time you are working, just click on this, go straight into print. Also, you can customize this by adding more command and determine where you want your ribbon to show, your quick access toolbar to show. If you click on this, it's going to bring your quick access toolbar to under your ribbon. Now you can see it below the ribbon tab. Let's take it back to above the ribbon. Then we have workbook and worksheet. Workbook is the day one Excel mastery course, and the worksheet is intro. We have explanation, analysis, sheet 4, sheet 5, sheet 6, and much more. So that's the way to identify the difference between your workbook and worksheet. Then we have scroll bars. These are the scroll bars that can help you to move up or down, right or left in your Excel. You can move to the right, to the left. I see. So these are scroll bars that help you to move across your Excel workbook. Then we have zoom. Here you can increase the size of the cell, the view, in order to see what you are doing at a glance or as desired by you. So that's what we do with zoom. Now let's move to customization of Microsoft Excel. Just like we did earlier, we have our quick access toolbar above here. You can place it above or place it below. You can add new tool, and then you can also add more command. Click on more command. You can select anything and add. I want to add border, calculate now. Hit on this and okay. Now we've added calculate now into our Excel. So ribbon customization. How do you customize your ribbon? Now we have our ribbon like this. I can just right click on my ribbon. This alignment ribbon, I say customize ribbon. Now my ribbon is here. If I want to hide anything, add anything to this, or remove anything here, I can add, click on this, add to it, and hit OK. I don't want to see it again. I can remove home to home button from this. if I click on this, the home button will disappear from my Excel. Hit OK. Now we don't have home button any longer because we have removed the home button. So you can try it out. So let's customize again and bring back our home button. Very important tool in Excel. Click OK. Good. We are back. Then the shortcuts. In Excel, we use a lot of shortcuts. We're going to give you the list of the shortcuts we have. There are a lot of shortcuts. Some of the lists will be provided for you as we progress in the training. For example, you want to save, press Ctrl S to save. It quickly takes you to save immediately. Instead of looking for file, click on file and you save. With Ctrl S, you are good to go. You want to bolden the item, instead of going above to be looking for B up and down, just please click on Ctrl B. Your work is highlighted and boldened. Themes and style. You have style here. You can quickly format your data as you like with Microsoft Excel. You give the color you like. You see a lot of color. You can highlight. You can give rule, and under your insert also under your page layout, you see themes here. All these will give you an opportunity to customize your data as desired, anytime, any day. Cell style. Cell style will also apply you to do same. See, you can apply any style you like to your text. You see a lot of style available in Excel, and we have autocorrect options also. For people who work with English or whatever language, you can also use some spelling correction in Excel. Yeah, while we know that Excel is actually for working data, it can also help you to check some spelling corrections as well. We have add-in functions. If you click on your file, like I told you earlier, you might not find this in your Excel. Just click on find. You have options. You have a lot of things you can add from here. You have add-in, customize ribbon. Click on add-in. So you have a lot of things you can add from here. Be a generator, pivot, this, action, all this you can add them. You have Excel add-in. You have add-in, action, and all this. So we are going to leave this for now. The toolpacks, the power map, and the rest are there. Then we have the settings in Excel. You have the default settings from the home tab. You can see a lot of things here that are in default, and we have template also. You can create template in Excel. I'm going to take you through. As let's say you do something often and often. Whatever you do often and often, you can create as a template. Click on selected. After you have inputted the data, create the template. Just go to your file and save as. Click on save as. Select desktop. Then under this save as type, you select template. We have Excel template here. Good. So you have this as a template. Each time you want to work on the same report, you don't have to start again and be opening a new one to clean and edit again. Just go to your template and you are good to go. How do you get your template? Click on File again, click on New, and under the New you see Personal here. Now we have our template ready for the week assignment or the month assignment. So for your for your weekly report, monthly report, create a template for your work. Just go to Excel, open your template, and you are good to go. Now we have rules in Excel. You can create rules. You can determine what to be typed into a cell and what you don't want into a cell. You can restrict the cell to take between 1 to 10 and take between A, B, C, or text alone. You can determine date range, and also you can protect worksheet. How do you protect that? For data validation rule, you come to display under data rules. You have data validation. Here you can determine what you want into your cell. Also, we have protect workbook. How do you do that? Go to review and you protect your workbook. So when you protect workbook, the structure will be protected. So nobody can add a new sheet or a old sheet. While they can type or do whatever in the workbook, you can work with workbook, you can do a lot of things with it, but the structure will have to be protected. You cannot add to it. You see that now the plus button is inactive. So let me delete this. Now delete button is also inactive. Rename button is inactive. I cannot hide, I cannot do, but I can still protect the worksheet. Now, how do you protect worksheet? Click on protect worksheet and select give your password ABCD and click OK. Your workbook, your worksheet also is protected. While you protect a worksheet, you will not be able to do anything on the worksheet again, except you provide some rules or some unless you give out some spaces for edit. And finally, we talk about macro, use custom view, and we use macro. So a lot of things we're going to learn across. There are a lot of things that Excel can actually do for us to make our job simpler. So in this course, we're going to take you through. What are we taking you through in this course? So in this training, I'm going to take you through introductions, overview, Microsoft basic Excel functions, self-referencing, basic date functions, formatting, text, number, custom, conditional, formatting, data structure, sorting, filtering, creating features, creating tables, sorting, filtering, advanced filtering, logical functions, advanced data manipulation, where we talk about page special, named range, text ID, text to column, data validation, consolidation, remove duplicate, and we have statistical functions. Then we move into data cleaning with various text functions: right, left, mid, trim, len, advanced data retrieval techniques, VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, XLOOKUP, match, and the rest. Then we're going to look into some analysis features in pivot table, how to design a pivot table, advanced analysis in pivot table, visualization with pivot chart, with macro chart, pivot chart, and designs in pivot chart, dashboard creation, and the rest. Thank you. as you join us along in this course. So if you have not registered for the course, I urge you to go ahead and register now.